is Laura, and I am the owner of Back Porch Fiber Co. You can find me on Instagram at Back Porch Fiber Co. You can find me on Etsy at Back Porch Fiber Co. or on YouTube as Back Porch Fiber Co. If you ever want to leave me a question or a comment, you can do so down below in the comment section of this YouTube video, or you can also email me at backporchfiberco@gmail.com. I welcome comments. I love to see your guys' progress, so always please tag me if you guys are ever inspired by something that I've shown you here, or if you're just inspired to finish some projects or colors or patterns or whatever it is. I totally love to see what you guys are making. So it's a bit chaotic here in my home today. We have one kiddo in the shower, some kiddos at the local produce stand. I got a dog here who is apparently needing some attention as well. I don't know if you guys can see her or not. Now you can. Hi, honey. This is Charlie. They love to come and interrupt whenever I'm filming. But let's see if she'll go away here. There we go. She's off to the next thing. So, but I wanted to kind of quickly just sit down and share with you guys some new and exciting things, share some project updates and summer sock camp progress. I have made some progress, and I've made progress, but then I'm gonna rip it back kind of progress. So grab a cold beverage. Today I'm drinking Honey June. It is like one of two kombuchas, like store-bought kombuchas that I like. I get this through Azure Standard. I'm not an affiliate or anything of the sorts. It is just only like one of two store-bought kombuchas that I like. So I thought I would share with you guys that. But this is just a raw honey. My favorite is the pear lime, but they were out of that one. So grab something cold to drink or something hot to drink, depending on where you're at. And let's get started, you guys. Okay, I'm going to start with some finished objects. I kind of really only have one. I just kept working at these because I so badly wanted to have a finished object to show you guys. And so I have this finished object, but I do still need to weave in the ends, but we are calling it done. So these socks here are for my husband. These are the mountain socks. This pattern was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was not good for like mindless knitting because I really had to like focus and read the pattern, but it was really a great pattern. So this yarn is Knotty Pine. Nope. Yeah, Knotty Pine. Yep, Knotty Pine. I still need to weave in my ends and all of that kind of stuff, but this was the her Advent full skein color, and I didn't think that I was gonna have enough to finish a full pair of socks for my husband. So my husband likes his socks really tight. So I only cast on 56 stitches. And I know that, I mean, it seems silly, but maybe we just have narrow feet, because I mean, and I use 56 as well, but he likes them tight on his feet. So, I knew I would have almost enough, but just not quite. So like I barely had anything left over, but I had just some random scraps. This guy up here and the toe are just random scraps that I had left over that I thought would match great. And I feel like it really creates a fun mood for this sock. I don't know what it is, but when you add this little dark like pecan brown to it, it just makes it a little bit more moody. This here I think is it's also a Knotty Pine. I think it's like apple cider or cider donut or cider something. And at first, when I first saw this, because I was just randomly going through some of my stash to find something to insert for the heel, and I would not have had enough if I didn't do a contrast heel. But after I put it in, I loved it. Totally loved it. So these are the first socks that my only finished, like completely finished object that I have to show you guys. I always use ChiaoGoo size 1 on these, and I knit these 2 at a time, which was fun because I didn't have to keep notes to create the second sock. If anybody wants more info about how I do 2 at a time socks, let me know in the comments below. I am doing some like Monday musing type of videos, and where I just kind of talk or give tips and tricks about different things or how I do things, how my brain works, that kind of thing. So I'm happy to include that on a Monday musing if people are interested. So let me know. Okay, that's my finished object, the only finished object. The other half finished object, which will not be a finished object soon, is some DK weight vanilla socks. I will add all the yarn info in the notes below. I know I added it in the last video, but it's a DK weight sock pattern. I'm using US 3s on 9-inch circulars, and I cast on maybe 40. I think 40. I cast on 40, and it's just too tight. Like, it does fit, it's just kind of tight. So I'm going to take it out and cast on 44, which really should give me, like with the DK weight socks, it gives me about another 1/2 inch. So if you look like in between my fingers there, that's 4 stitches. So that'll give me another 1/2 inch, which I think will just be perfect. And I'm doing multiples of 4 because I'm doing a 2x2 ribbing. So whenever you do a 2x2 ribbing, you always have to have multiples of 4. If you are doing a 1x1 ribbing, you can get away with multiples of 2. I really like the bare yarn for the contrast heel, and I think I'm actually gonna do it on the toe next time as well. So I am just gonna take this guy out and start over, but I think it'll be a great project to bring with me on vacation. We are leaving for Hawaii soon, so I am trying to put together some easy projects to do, bring out on the beach with me, something small. And then, like, we're meeting some friends there, so there will be a lot of game playing, beach going, hiking, yummy food, all of that. So that's my finished, unfinished half object with all of those adjectives there in between. I feel kind of silly. Well, not silly. I feel odd because usually I do my hair, well, and I do curl it most days, but today has just been such a go-go day. I just kind of thought like, oh, I'll get back to curling my hair. Still have not, because we're packing and doing last minute odds and ends and making sure that the house is clean, and, you know, just all that kind of stuff. So it's just a little bit crazy. But anyways, okay, I want to show you guys some progress on my WIPS, and one of my progress WIPS is something that I want to show you because, like I said, I was going to be bringing this guy here to Hawaii with me. I'm also going to be bringing my Wyethia, and I do not think I was very far along on this the last time I showed you guys. Let me see. This is the back, and there are short rows in the back, so it looks a lot longer. It feels like I have a lot more progress when I'm on this side. But really, this is where I'm at. This is where I measure from, and it's still really great progress. But it's more this side here. I love the lace work. Let me show you what it's going to look like in its entirety. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so let me tell you a little something about this guy here. So I'm using ChiaoGoo needles. I think I had to go down a needle size. I'm using ChiaoGoo 3, and I think the pattern calls for either 5 or 4. Let's see. Size 4. So I did go down a needle size, and I felt like I was getting gauge with my 3s, almost with my 4s, so I could have probably stayed with 4s, but when I started knitting, it just seemed so big. I almost took it out and did a smaller size. And I kind of wonder, because now I don't feel the same. And what got me to keep going is I laid it out on top of another t-shirt that I like the fit of. It is supposed to be a little bit, like there's supposed to be some positive ease in this pattern. Let's see, it's to be worn with 4 to 8 inches of positive ease in this pattern. It just seemed like it was huge when I was working with it. And I kind of think that maybe doing bottom up sweaters and shirts and stuff like that just kind of feel like that at first, because now that I'm at this point, I don't feel that way at all. I actually feel like it's going to be a really great fit. Like I said, when I was like after the short rows, I laid it out like on top of another shirt that I like the fit of, and that gave me the confidence to keep going. And I know that my friend Annie from Knits and Burls is at that same point that I was at, where I almost took it out and started over in a smaller size. So she's feeling the same way, but I'm just kind of wondering if maybe this is one of those where you just have to trust the pattern and just keep going. But I do love this. I am bringing this to Hawaii with me, and because it's worked with Knitting for Olive merino cotton, and so it's very light to work with. It's not tacky on your fingers when you're hot, that kind of stuff. And it's more humid in Hawaii than like super hot. It's in the 80s when we're there, but it is humid, so it feels warmer. But I figure like just for sandy beaches and travel and all of that kind of stuff, this will be a great project to bring with me. And I'm just working stockinette for a little bit longer, and then I'll be splitting for the sleeves and the front and the back and all of that kind of stuff. So really, really excited. And I think I was somewhere like maybe right around here the last time I showed you guys. It's been a little bit while, longer than I had anticipated for a podcast. So, but the yarn comes in little cakes, super cute. This is my second one. So this is probably a third of the cake. They're 50-gram balls of yarn. So I feel like I've made pretty good progress with like 1 2/3 balls of yarn. Okay, that's the Wyethia. That one's coming to Hawaii with me. Okay, the next work in progress, and this one is not coming to Hawaii with me, and you'll know why. Side note, these little bottles are way too cute to just toss and recycle. So I actually use these as propagation jars or propagation bottles, and they're so cute, so cute. Anyways, okay, so I've showed you guys this one here. I do have a progress keeper. So this is where I was at the last time that I showed it to you guys. So I've made some good progress, and it is for the most part just stockinette. You got this little stripey section here, but that's just dropping the thicker yarn and only knitting with the mohair when you're doing that. So it is really just stockinette. You just have to keep track of your rows, because twice now I have knit 9 rows instead of 8 rows, and it is not fun to pull back mohair at all. So I learned my lesson that way, but mohair to me just doesn't feel like that would be something fun to knit in Hawaii on the sandy beaches and warm, humid weather. I'm sure you guys would agree. I'm just trying to find the front and the back here. So I'm getting pretty close. I'm a little bit nervous because this is all the mohair that I have left, and I did follow the recommendations. I saw it at, I saw this exact pattern, exact yarn, everything at Stitches, and I followed what the recommendations were. But I'm a little bit nervous, but I also don't want to pay shipping on another skein, and I think I finish up without the mohair, like a section without it, so I may be okay. I'm just not too sure. I'm just gonna keep going until I can't anymore, and then we'll figure it out. But anyways, and then I'm using this here too. Again, I'll put all of the yarn info. This is ITO. This one is Sensai. I can't remember what this one is called, but I'll put it all down below. Super fun project to work on. I'm really enjoying it. I love having a project that's stockinette, but that has some interesting detail with holding the two yarns together. It just kind of keeps my interest a little bit. But that one is also not like a knit without looking project, because I feel like I'm always going to miss one of the yarns. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of how I feel. Okay, that's it for my WIPS. I know that there are other WIPS that I have going on, but those are the ones that I've kind of like been working on mostly right now. So that's just why I wanted to share those. All right, we are going to move into acquisitions and future plans, because they kind of go hand in hand a little bit. Okay. So I kind of feel like every single time I come on here, I always say like, I usually don't get a whole lot of yarn. I don't buy a whole lot of yarn. I don't buy a whole lot of yarn. And then I proceed to show you guys all the yarn that I've gotten, and same thing. So I'm not even going to say it anymore. I don't know. I guess I just keep getting yarn. But anyways, it's not a bad thing. So we're going to start with what's behind me here. Is that not gorgeous? So this is Scheejes Catona. Oh, it's all gonna fall. Let's see, like a little baby here. Such pretty colors. Okay, so my niece is pregnant, and it's gonna be a great aunt, crazy. But she is doing a woodland themed nursery, and I'm gonna go up and visit her. She lives up north, and so I'm gonna go visit her in, I guess, like almost 2 months. So I have some time to work on these and finish these, but look at this is what I'm going to make. They're little amigurumi woodland creatures. Here's some more pictures. I hope you guys can see those. They are adorable, you guys. I saw these, I instantly bought the pattern, and I'm like, oh, I have the perfect yarn for this. The Scheejes Catona yarn, it's like the perfect colors, everything. And then after I buy the pattern and I see the colors and the yarn, it's the Scheejes Catona, and I already have some of these colors. So not all of these are acquisitions, honestly. I had some already. And then I actually got some extra just because, like, just for variety. And I love this yarn. It's so soft. Okay, so I don't even know how to go over all of these, but I'm just gonna kind of quickly show you guys. Okay, so this is 244. I think it's Spruce. 242. No idea what it is. This one is 257. Maybe like an antique mauve. 388, I think that's rust. And this one is 504 brick red. 110 jet black. This is just going off of memory, you guys. I think that this is, it's 157. I think it's root beer. This is 162. I feel like it's either going to be like chocolate or teddy bear or something like that. I forget. 254. Could be mushroom, I don't know. 393. 074. And 130. I think this one is like antique lace. They're so fun. You guys are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I really just cannot wait to do these little amigurumi animals. And I tried doing some a little bit ago, and I think I just need more brain power, and I didn't have that at that time. So, but I am super excited to get these going for her. I'm going to try to make all of them. Hopefully by the time I see her and visit her, I'm going up for her shower. Yeah, but man, what a fun project. And I also want to make her a blanket and stuff too, but I'll make her, I don't know, maybe that'll be a Christmas present or a when baby arrives present, because we'll go back up and see her when she has the baby. We're very, very close with my niece. My niece is very close. They're like literally like my kiddos too. So love them to death. Totally worthy of lots of crochet amigurumi time. So I got this. Okay. Hi guys. So I could not get back to the camera yesterday, so this is a new day extension from yesterday's podcast. But I thought about starting it all over and just starting from the beginning, but I don't have time for that today, and I really want to get this podcast out to you guys. So here we go. We are going to pick up where we left off. I think that I may have already showed this to you guys, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. Okay, so this is Fig and Posy Fiber Co. I know I was in the middle of acquisitions, so we're going to continue on with acquisitions. But look at like the detail and the all the speckles in this yarn. This one is called Matcha. I think that Fig and Posy is going out of business, and so her yarn, she was having a sale in her shop, and totally like, I do not need yarn. You guys know this. I don't need yarn. But my friend Annie from Knits and Burls, she enables me, and she sends me all of this stuff and says, look at this. And I just can't resist it. And she knows that. Just kidding. I love it. We enable each other, really. Let's just say that. But like there's these little like flecks of pink in there. Oh, I just love this, you guys. I cannot wait. I honestly think that this would be a beautiful like musselburgh hat. I could just do a pair of socks, but like, that to me just seems amazing. This might need to be a hat. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so I got this guy. Another fun acquisition that I got, I went down to Riverside, California for, I think I was there for like 4 or 5 nights. I don't even know. 5 nights. But I went down, I took a group of kids down to youth camp at California Baptist University out there. And so I just stayed there because it's like a 7 to 8 hour drive. And so I wasn't going to come back and then go back and forth twice to bring kids back and forth. So I just got a hotel and I stayed down there. My daughter came and met me down there. We went to Disneyland together. So it was just a really fun time. But while I was down there, I did a little exploring. I didn't buy anything from the yarn shops, and I kind of told myself that I wasn't going to because we were spending that money that I would have spent on Disneyland. So super fun. But I did find one thing that I was super intrigued about, and I got it kind of for the pattern, but it really wasn't expensive, but I will probably make more than just what this kit has. And look at it, is a microwave popcorn bag. I think maybe I should open this and I'll show you guys the pattern. Okay, but isn't that, the little llamas, the llamas got me. It was only $5.50. I think this was called cotton gin fabric. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's a little microwave popcorn bag. So like you don't use oils or anything like that. You would, like, I don't think you need to, but because it'll ruin the fabric. But it's like a double lined little microwave popcorn bag. Isn't that cute? So I really wanted the pattern more than anything. And like the fabric was just super fun. So I am sure that I will make more than just this one. It's so cute, you guys. I just love it. I love it. So I got that. That's also an acquisition. I'd already shown you guys the cotton yarn. So I think that's it. That's it for acquisitions. Let's move on. And today I have my normal Dutch Bros. No more Honey June kombucha. I drank all that yesterday. Okay, so, I think I need to go grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, so if you follow me over on Instagram or follow my shop on Etsy, you will have noticed that I have a new bag line. I call them statement bags. Inspired by The Office, you know, on the banner where it says like, it is your birthday, period. It just is so funny, right? Like it just makes me laugh every time. And so when it's somebody's birthday, that's what we always say. It is your birthday, period. And so I was thinking about that, and it just hit me one day, like it would be so fun to make bags like this for knitting. So I'm just going to show them kind of quickly on here. If you want to see all the ones that I have, they're in my Etsy shop, and I also have some reels and different things like that. Hold on, somebody's at my door. Sorry about that, you guys. That was just my neighbor needing to chat for a minute. All right, so let me show you guys these bags. This is my scrunchy knitting bag, my dishcloth knitting bag. Oh, let me show you guys. The scrunchy one has this cute little scrunchie on the back. This is my Jeep knitting bag with a cute little rubber ducky. And if you know Jeeps, you know. I have this guy here. And this one, road trip and car and emergency. So I have these. You guys have loved these. It's been so fun to make these for you guys, and I'm even considering you guys doing custom orders. So if that's something that you think you would like, let me know. And when I say custom, it would be like your own statement. So the font, everything would be the same. It would just be your own statement. So it could be like, this is my Christmas in July knitting bag, or like I made one for my friend who is moving to Tennessee on Friday. I made her one that says, this is my moving to Tennessee bag. And then on the back of it, I put a little California heart or a little California with, I guess I put it over here, a little California with a little, heart where we live. So I could do something like that. If you guys are interested in a custom kind of thing, let me know. I'm always willing to do that kind of stuff. But so I launched the knitting bags, and I did not want to leave out you crocheters either. So I did a crochet line as well. Let me show you guys. So I have 4 different bags, well, kind of 5, but I don't have one of them here because I sold out of it and I don't have more transfers to make them. So I do have, along with these that you'll see here in just a minute, I have this is my amigurumi crochet bag, if you guys are into amigurumi like I am. So I failed to save one for myself, so I need to order some more transfers for those. But okay, so we have, this is my dishcloth knitting bag. Nope, sorry, this is my dishcloth crochet bag. And I made a few of those because those seem to be the most popular for the crochet ones. This is my road trip crochet bag. This is my car crochet bag. And this is my emergency crochet bag. So these are going to be popping up in the shop very soon, so keep an eye out for that. They could already be there by the time you guys see this, so we'll see. But I wanted to make them affordable, but yeah, good quality. So they are currently there $12. So if you need to get multiples, one for your car, one for emergency, one for your purse, diaper bag, stroller, whatever, you can get multiples if you need to, because they are pretty inexpensive for a project bag. I love them. They fit nicely in my purse. Definitely taking some on vacation with me. Hey, this is my vacation knitting bag. Like, the possibilities are so endless. So if you guys have an idea, let me know. Send me an email, put a comment below. Totally good. And if you want something custom, let me know. Yeah, so fun. So those are the bags. The other thing that I'm going to start carrying in the shop, which I'm so excited about, I've taken all my product photos and everything. I just need to get the listing up, and that's coming soon. So probably it'll be at the same time as the bags, but these are stitch stoppers, you guys. They are so fabulous. So they're silicone. They hold on to your needles so well. And I honestly, let's see, here's my knitting. Okay, so here's it comes in, it's a variety pack. And what you get in the variety pack is, there are 8 sets in here. You get 2 of the hexagon sets. You get 2 of the circle sets. And these are just random colors that all kind of coordinate together. And then you get 4 of these little oval lentil sets. They're called lentils is what they're called. So, and you might think like, well, gosh, what can I use these little guys for? The little guys are actually the most versatile out of all of these because they're so small in shape. They will fit over 2 like size 0, 1s needle, you know, like sock needles, that kind of thing. You can fit 2 in 1 because they stretch nicely. They'll also fit on larger needles, like even better than the big ones because they stretch a little bit easier, but they're still super tight. But they're not so tight that you can't get them off easily either, but they like the silicone just has a great grip. So I love these so much. Do you guys know how many times, especially when I'm working magic loop with socks, how many times I pull my project out of my bag or my basket and I pull on the wrong needle and they come off. So like especially when you're working with the magic loops, like you could put just 1 of these guys on both of your needles at the same time and it would just hold it all in place. So these guys here are coming out. Let me show you. So the colors are going to be, it's just gonna be a variety pack because I have a lot of different colors and whatnot, and I thought it would be easier just to do kind of surprise you guys, but they will all be like in this color family. But so this is what you get in a bag. So, I mean, you can use, this should work for all of your projects. I'm so excited that I found these. My knit group has tested these out for me for a long time, so I know they work. They're amazing. They are amazing. And like with everything in my shop, I really try to make things affordable as well. So you get 8 sets. Yeah, you guys, these are so fun. I cannot wait to get these up in my shop and out into the world. I've been spending a lot of time researching these and picking out the colors and designing the labels and all of that kind of stuff for you guys. So super excited. So those are some things that are coming to the shop. I do have something else coming, but it's not quite ready to be out there yet. Still doing all my due diligence on it, because when I present something in the shop to you guys, I want to make sure that it's something that I will use myself, and that it's useful and that I can bring it to you guys for the best price possible as well. So, all right, you guys, that is it. That is today's podcast and yesterday's podcast all rolled into one. I don't feel like I really have any future knits. I take that back. I am really wanting to cast on a ranunculus, but I'm not letting myself until I get a garment off the needles. And I'll tell you that last night I was able to work. So I've been going non-stop for days now, and I've hardly gotten any knit time. I think I posted yesterday on Instagram. I did. Like, I arrived at my chiropractic appointment 15 minutes early just because there was no line to get coffee beforehand. And so like I just went through quickly, and they'll take you early, but I just sat there and knit because if I didn't, I knew that I wouldn't be able to any other time. So I was able to last night. My daughter's boyfriend graciously made dinner for us all. He made us lamb meatballs and veggies, and it was so good. It was so good. So that was really nice. So since he made dinner, I was able to get other stuff done, and then I was able to sit and knit last night. And I worked on my, I think it's my Starfall sweater by Jennifer Steingass. It's it's a color work. Let me go grab it. Hold on. Okay. It's a little bit messy because at like 1:30 in the morning, I just didn't really worry about putting it all back together, because that's really like how late I was working on it last night. I could not put it down. It was so fun. I don't know, like it just really, really sparked my hands, my attention. I don't know, like I just loved it. So I just did my first round of decreases for the yoke. This is it works bottom up. It's not funny. I'm like, oh, I think I'm done talking. And then I'm like, oh, wait, here's more. So yeah, here's more. I'm loving this. And I wasn't going to take this to Hawaii with me because that just seems silly. But I think it'll actually be really, really great to work on the flight. It's about a 5-hour flight each way. So that's 10 hours, probably 8 hours, maybe even 7 after I take a nap and maybe play a game with the kids or with my husband or whatever. But I could not put this down last night. Like I'm just craving to work on it. So I think I might bring it. I think that like there are 2 more colors. So there's this brown and this blue color. And I mean, I don't even think I hardly need any of these. I'm working 3 rounds with the blue and 2 rounds with this guy. And this one is even after another round of decreases. So I kind of feel like maybe I could just pull some off and just make sure that it's plenty, but that would keep my packing down a little bit, because I do think that I might need another one of these guys each to bring with me. So it seems so silly to bring a colorwork sweater on vacation with me because it's so much yarn and bulk and everything. And I wouldn't really think to work on this in Hawaii, but I just can't put it down, and I can't imagine that I'm going to get it done tonight. I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I bring this or not. If so, I imagine I'll finish it on the plane, either there or on the way back. I love it. It's so soft. This is Drops Sky yarn. It's like it has air in it. I've talked about this before on other podcasts as well. But it is baby alpaca and merino wool, and it says super soft, and it is super soft. Super soft. Like, oh, I just love this. It's worked bottom up. You do the sleeves first, which is so great because sleeves are done. Like, I'm just working on the decrease yoke and that's it. It just seems so simple right now, even though there's color work. But literally, I could not put this down last night, you guys. I went to bed at like 1:30 in the morning, but could not put it down. And I felt like I just hadn't really gotten to just sit and like have a little bit of alone time. So it's just kind of what I needed last night. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a huge fan of flying. I do like the idea of flying. I like just that time of I like the traveling aspect, but I'm just not super keen on flying. So, but one thing that my husband and we've said, like, we're not going to let my fear of flying dictate what we're going to do. So like, I always, if we're going to do something, I do it. But, I think that this would be a good distraction because I'll be so focused on it. I just love it. You guys, so fun. All right. With that squishy, soft goodness, I am going to let you guys go, and I'll see you guys when we get back. I'm sure I'll put some updates on YouTube on Instagram. So follow me there for more up-to-date things and happenings. If you guys enjoyed this podcast or found anything useful, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And it really helps me out. It's a simple, easy thing for you guys to do to help me out that doesn't cost anything. But yeah, that would be great.